Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Putri Syahirah binti Muhammad Raizal, metric number A24FM0145, and today I'm going to present my technology management individual assignment. The topic is Marks and Spencer in China, to stay or leave. I will explain why Marks and Spencer went to China, what went wrong, what they did to fix it, and what we can learn from their experience. So first, let's take a look. Why did Marks and Spencer decide to enter China? At the time, China's middle class was growing really fast. More people had money to spend, and Western brands were becoming more popular. So for Marks and Spencer, this is a big opportunity to grow their business beyond the UK. They saw China as a market full of potential for quality clothing and food products. First, Marks& Spencer opened their first store at a top location in Shanghai on West Nanjing Road, but they did not work with a local partner. They tried to do everything on their own. They also brought the UK business model to China without making big changes. Their focus was on selling clothing and imported food from the UK. So next, Marks& Spencer had many challenges in China. First, they didn't understand what local customers want. Their clothes and food were the wrong size, style, or even the taste. Second, they had supply chain problems. Food items were missing from shelves. Third, many Chinese people didn't know the Marks& Spencer brand. Lastly, e-commerce in China was growing fast, but Marks& Spencer was so slow to adapt to the online selling. So, to fix this problem, Marks& Spencer joined Chinese online platforms like Alibaba's Tmall and JD.com. They also start closing stores that didn't perform well, so they focus only on cities with more potential, for example, Beijing and Guangzhou. Next, Marks& Spencer looked for a joint venture partner in China to improve their operations, and they kept their high-quality brand and used a bricks and click strategy, which is they sell both online and in the physical stores. So here is the SWOT analysis for Marks& Spencer in China. They have a very strange, they have strong brand in the UK. They have quality product, very high quality products, and they have experience in retail and strong financial resource. But they also have their weakness, which is they didn't understand Chinese customers well, and their food and clothes were not suitable. They had supply chain issues and low brand awareness in China. But at the same time, they have a big opportunities. China has a growing middle class, and e-commerce is rising very fast, and there are chances to form partnerships. Next is their threats, which is they have very strong competition from the local and global brands. There's a lot of local and global brands that they need to compete, and consumer behavior changes very quick. There's also a risk of economic slowdown and policy changes in the China. So, what options did Marks& Spencer consider? They had three main choices they can choose, which is one, they can stay in China and try to improve their business. Because maybe by partnering with a local company and focusing more online can improve their business. Or two, close some of their stores and only stay in big cities that give a high profit. And three, they can just exit the market completely to cut their loss. Each of the option had pros and cons, so they need to choose wisely. So everyone, there is a lot that other multinational companies can learn from this Marks& Spencer. First, you need to always understand the local culture and what customers need. Second, working with local partners can really help. Third, don't assume what works in one country will work in another, and be ready to adapt quickly, especially in fast-moving markets like China. And lastly, try to invest in e-commerce and digital tools early because it can make a big difference for your company. Even though their China journey was very tough, Marks& Spencer can still use what they learned. In future markets, they should do better research on local preference. Partnering with local businesses can help reduce risk. And they should also adapt their products to fit the local needs, fix supply chain issues early, and keep using that bricks and clicks approach to connect with both offline and online customers. Okay, so these are the reference I use, including the textbooks and article that explains Marks& Spencer strategies and performance in China, and all the reference are formatted using APA style. And finally, here's the evaluation rubric as required. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this gives you a clear view of Marks& Spencer's experience in China and the important lessons we can take from it. That's all from me. Thank you.